Steve, should we leave the frantic fact? Oh boy, Steve, can I retry that again? You won't make fun of me?
Oh, I will not make fun of you. I promise. Scout's honor.
Okay. Steve, should we leave the frantic fountains frozen, or should we unfreeze them?
Leave them frozen.
Hey, Steve.
What's up?
I was gonna say that was cold-hearted of you, but you said you wouldn't make fun of me, so I'm not gonna say that because I'd be making fun of you, and that would be betraying your trust, and I would never betray your trust. Do you forgive me?
I have no comment at this time.
Oh no. Yikes, folks! Looks like I'm in the doghouse. Waka waka. Oh, I don't think we've seen these enemies, but these are mad minions. When they see you, they get mad, and they'll run at you. That's their thing. Wait, why does it say 3? Huh? The count was off there.
Oh.
It said, or maybe my eyes aren't working, but it looked like it said 3 out of 5, and then I hit the last one, and it was completed. I don't know.
I don't know.
But the mad minions, they'll see you, they'll run at you, and because they have teeth, you can't roll into them from the front. They have like a hurt box. Like normally you can just roll through enemies. Normal enemy, you walk into them, it hurts because enemy. But those you can't even roll into, so you have to jump on them or hit them from behind.
Deforestation strikes again.
You know, it makes sense. They're pages. They're made out of dead trees, so they're just propagating their young. That's how they do it. That's how pages reproduce.
So what we just watched was incredibly sexual.
I mean, everything in Yooka-Laylee is. You've heard me talk about Vendi.
That's true, I have.
Gracie's now heard me talk about Vendi. That was so... Oh my god. So we got to introduce someone to Vendi last night. And let's just say Vendi is a hit. Everybody loves Vendi.
Everybody loves Vendi. No notes, nope. No comments.
Just make more of them. If you dare, I might start getting a little too risque. Oh, that's a fucking idiot. Boy, I was thinking about Vendi. Can't think straight.
That's true. Start to get a little dizzy.
I can't believe that in the same Let's Play I claimed that both Dr. Puzz and Vendi were both my wives. Fucking such hubris in 2020.
You know, it was a wild time.
Yeah. Now I know that I'm a one Vendi man. I know what I want.
And what you want.
I want this tonic.
It's that vending machine with feet.
She does have feet, though. Just like the famous of the Platonic Twitter. Feet.
That's true. That's their whole thing.
I'm going to actually spend clothes on this because this is a neat little effect that I'm not going to use, but I'm going to show it off at the very least because that's the way my brain works. And, I think my brain works okay.
Does what it needs to in a pinch.
So we have a little passage here. A bunch of other switches we could hit.
How mysterious.
Might be worth keeping in mind. It's funny because, that thing's going to connect to other places, so obviously you can use it as a shortcut. But it's a shortcut in a game where you can warp it anytime, which is real fun. And in fact, something I can show off. We have a pagey here. We saw this pagey when we first came out of here. We saw the pagey, and I was like, "Look at our friend," and you're like, "There's our friend." So like you can see, we can close this gate. Like we can open and close it. It was open, and then we closed it. Close, open. You know what I'm trying to say. You understand, right, Steve?
It was open and now it's closed.
Oh, I did that on my first time. I'm such a gamer. Oh, I missed that jump. I'm no longer a gamer. Damn.
A second.
It's because I got... Did you say wait a second?
Nothing. Don't even worry about that patch of land.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're not supposed to be able to get up here. I'm doing cool gaming things. Like, we could come over here. And I'm going to pick this up even though we're not supposed to be able to pick it up. We can, obviously. You're supposed to come back this way later. But I'm going to pick it up now. I didn't pick it up the first time because we didn't know what tonics were, and I didn't want to talk about it till we got to see the lovely wife,
Mm-hmm.
But this, as you can see, like we're supposed to come over here do the Pagey challenge, and then if you have this up, you can come over here. But if you come from this side, you can't start the Pagey challenge. You can only do it from the front. Just something neat I found while testing this game that I thought that might be interesting.
I'm interested. Yeah.
Well, cool. And hey, Steve, look at this. You remember this place?
Wow.
Wow.
It's been so long.
Can you believe that I didn't plan that just happened organically?
Wow. The way that these things evolve naturally goes so far beyond anything that we could plan.
This is emergent gameplay, baby. It's funny because I do so much planning for like Let's Plays. Like I planned out like all the like order we're gonna do all the levels in and shit like that. But you know, sometimes things just work out for the best. Like I sat down and I was like, okay, I need plans for how I'm gonna tackle the overworld, and then I was like, nah, whatever. Hey, Steve, you're a gamer. I'm so sorry to say that about you, but you know, is this? I stopped
that is another one that I won't forgive, but.
Does this look familiar to you with your gaming eyes?
Oh, this is Qbert.
Yeah. Rare didn't do Qbert, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but you know, you never know.
It seems like the kind of thing that they could have done in their like isometric ZX Spectrum days.
I mean, that's explicitly why I thought of it, was because of the isometric. Yeah, but I hit the UFO or the mystery ship because it's Space Invaders.
What?
Sorry, I'm the true gamer here.
I guess so.
Sorry to keep using the G slur. But those enemies we just saw were copter minions, the ones on the bottom, and then there were ones that dropped spikes, which the wiki calls spike dropping copter minions. But you know, spike copter minion probably just a little bit easier to say.
Spike copter dropping minions.
Yeah, don't forget the Y, Steve. And there we go. See, they deforested some trees, but then they found some water for us. So it all works out in the end, right, Steve? Is that how the environment works?
You know, sure.
So Steve made a good point that I probably should have gone ahead and interacted with this strange symbol here. I was dead set on not doing it because, like I said, I was like, oh, well, we're not supposed to be over here just yet, so we shouldn't interact with this. But what we just did literally gave us the ability to come over here. The game expects you to get over here by going across the raised gate. So you should do it that way. And if you do that, you unlock this planker, who we can pay 200 quills, more expensive than some of the other hints that we've seen in this game. Because this is one that you're not going to be able to do for some time. You technically could, because like we're being given instructions. We should look between these areas. A wrecked ship, haven't seen one of those. Serpent's Dwelling, haven't seen one of those either. Broken Fan, don't know what that is. And a lake, a central island lake? Yeah, like we don't know what any of that stuff is, so we can't do this technically yet. You can do it. You don't need to wait for the game to show you where it is. If you know where the thing is, you can go ahead and do it. But we're going to wait until we can figure out this cartography puzzle. So I mentioned that, you know, game obviously non-linear. You can complete it anytime by doing the impossible layer. You can do the levels in almost any order you want. There are a few, what's the word? Bottlenecks.
You should get rid of the big Laylee. Oh, too late.
Well, Steve, that's actually convenient because I will get rid of the big Laylee, but we have tri-twirl, so now that little like twirl we can do in the air, we can hold it for a long time. So this is a really useful move. But like I said, I don't want to rely on these too much because, you know, maybe the skills that we get without these might be, you know, handy to accrue.
Yeah, you gotta hone your skills.
You can actually change. Oh, actually, I was about to put on big. I was going to put on the huge head, but this is a water level, which I explicitly warned against, so I'm going to do it. You can change tonics at like during a level. If you have quills though, and your quill modifier change, or if you change any tonics that mess with your quill modifier, you'll lose all of your quills. So you want to be careful about that. But you know, since we don't have anything, it's beginning level. There's no problem. These enemies are ineptipuses, by the way. Like the inept, like the robots from the other one.
Yeah.
Or the boss whose name acronym was lost to time.
But they're not robots.
These are robots, aren't they?
Are they?
They
look organic to me.
They, I guess maybe. I don't know. They're called ineptipuses. I don't know what to tell you, Steve.
Get Platonic on the horn.
I'll get him on the horn. So there are bottlenecks in this game. Obviously, there's trousers paywalls. There's a few things like the actual act of unlocking a thing. But you can do this game in basically whatever order you want, aside from some considerations for those bottlenecks of like, oh, I need enough twit coins to pay off trouser or something like that. The way I've ordered this Let's Play, we are going to be doing the alternate state for a level immediately after every single time because I am insufferable, and that made my brain good to know that you could do that with this video game. Laylee, oh no. The ineptipuses, the stationary ones suck you towards them, and the moving ones move. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're always going to be doing them as soon a altered state as soon as possible. Levels 2, 3, levels 1, 2, and 3. You obviously can't do immediately. Like we had the little bottleneck of having to do Frantic Fountain and Frantic Fountain Frozen first, but now we have access to Factory Fright Flooded and another one. So we'll be doing the rest of this mostly chronological, with one small thing that won't be right, and y'all probably notice because y'all can think, unlike me, and I probably wouldn't notice unless I thought explicitly about it. But y'all probably figure it out. There's one thing that is going to ruin my grand for the rest of the LP. We'll like knock them all out back to back. But that's fine,
Is it?
It wouldn't be life if it wasn't fucked and horrible. That's what I say every morning.
And this is
up.
certainly the worst thing I can think of.
Yeah. 2020, easy breezy year. We got Keep Your Hands Off of Isoken. The song's literally called Easy Breezy, the opening.
It is.
So, like, clearly the year must have
been great.
That. I almost said replicated that, which, whatever.
Must have reptarred it.
Oh, fucking Reptar. That's a good little guy.
It's a friend from the Rugrats.
Went to France?
That's right.
Steve, how could you forget Rugrats in Paris?
Chucky
met his sister Kimmy there. And Chucky's dad got married.
Chucky's dad did get married. Then Chucky could finally forget about his dead mom.
That's what you do once you know dad. Oh, there was a quill down there. I couldn't see that at all.
Well, you got a little treat.
Oh, whoops! I hit the bell, even though she was right there. So the bell still went away. But maybe this isn't like I've done this before, so it's not as hard for me anymore. But Huge Head is difficult to swim with since Yuka's head is shaped very conveniently for pointing you and where you're going for this kind of swimming, almost like it was designed that way, which
it wasn't,
which is weird.
Yeah.
But just the swimming feels really good in this game, and Huge Head just makes it feel a little weird since you're never sure where you're about to go. Steve, I forgot to read the manual before playing this.
Yeah.
Remember this guy's name?
This is a Plump and Puff.
Plump and Puff, thank you. I always forget that guy's name, just because, my brain doesn't work good. I almost said replicated instead of reflected, for Christ's sakes.
I'm just thinking about Reptar again.
I had a moment. I just had a moment there where I saw Yuka's eyes and the light glinted off them, and I was like, "Oh, Yuka has such beautiful eyes." And I'm like,
"Don't let Vindy hear you saying that."
Look, Vindy knows I'm a one vending machine man. I don't even know if you could get anything out of Yuke if I put a coin in his slot. Oh no, I could get something out of that. I'm I'm happily monogamous with my vending machine. Look, I called her a Fujiko, which means she's probably not monogamous or committed to me in any way, but that's fine.
That's okay.
I also just... I don't know why I do this, but I saw the splashy effect of the water hang in the air since it drained. It drained faster than it could, like, actually go away. And I was like, oh, that's neat that happened. Like, that's the kind of thing that people go, a demerit. But, like, legitimately when things happen like that in games, I'm always like, oh, it's cool that I got to see that, you know?
It's a little treat for you.
It's a little treat. I don't get why people get so like, oh, well, the game did a very minimal visual glitch. Tut tut. When it's like, no, this is a gift for us. We get to experience something different and fun and have a good time with it. I'm also hoping that I can show off some of the glitches that I've not found in this game, because obviously people have, you know, probably looked into it more.
You're the first one who's found them.
I'm the first one who found them, motherfuckers. Because there's some glitches that I don't know how to replicate, but oops, I should have. Yeah.
That did not work out so hot.
Yeah, I jumped in the water sooner than I wanted to, and then I was like, well, I want to get out because I want to kill the spring minion, and I don't know why I wanted to, because like it had nothing for me. Like I got the flying minion coming up the screen like confused me brain. That's fine, you know. Like I said, I thought this would be a bit more of a disaster with Yooka-Laylee. Honestly, the problem I had with it when I was practicing and stuff months ago, as Steve said, was the first room with the Ineptipuses, like factoring in them like sucking you in and stuff. Yeah. But that's fine. If you remember in Factory Fright, this buzzsaw. Oh, hey. There we go.
Hey.
Thank goodness.
As we know, there's no Twit coin in this, but we want all of the quills. I mean, I spent quills to unlock that Tri-Twirl for y'all, so you could see a cool mechanic of the video game that I'm not going to utilize.
It's a good little trick.
See, I'm putting on a good show here for well, I can't say good show, but I'm putting on a show here, and hopefully people are enjoying it. You know, I have no way of knowing.
Yeah.
There's literally no way for me to know. Oh, uh-oh. See, that was some huge head axe. Hey, Laylee. The hitbox on the huge head that time.
She didn't want to come back.
Do you think she's upset now that Yuke's the... Oh, no. I should have swam fast first. But I didn't swim fast first. This is not a secret area. This is just leftover from...
It's just an area.
It's just some level geometry. How dare them have level geometry that doesn't lead to secrets. I should be able to poke my head into any corner and find a quill. Why did I slow down for 3 quills? What's wrong with me?
To get 3 quills? Listen, you're going to have to grind to get some of these quills later. You got to get everyone you can get.
Yeah, but we'll have better means of acquiring quills later, so... It's like, 3 quills, whatever.
You gotta treasure every quill that you get. That's my motto.
You do say that a lot.
I've been saying it for years. Well before Yooka-Laylee existed.
Yeah, when Yooka-Laylee came out, it was like, oh my god, Steve, did you know?
I didn't say anything then, and I won't say anything now.
I was hoping I could get you finally. Just taking a little sip. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta have fun in video. Steve, I'm gonna ask you something really personal. And by really personal, it's actually not that personal. When you were a kid and you play video games, you ever like do a little bit of like you ever like role play with the video game?
No, and I think that's disgusting.
Oh, okay. Like you're playing, let's say, Legend of Zelda oh my god, I almost did it unironically. I almost called it Ocarina of Seasons. You're playing Oracle of Seasons and you beat the game, but you still keep wanting to play it because you like it. So you like run around using the Cane of Seasons and I don't know, the boomerang, and just role play a character or something. You never do that?
Not in that specific game, but I've done stuff like that as a kid, sure.
Yeah. You ever do that as an adult where you see a liquid in a video game and you're like, I'm gonna make the character take a sip?
Yes.
I don't know what it is about liquids, but it's like I want to make my character take a little sippy.
They gotta take a little sip.
That little drop that we just did confused me because I think in the normal version of that level, there's a little thing you drop into in the right in that like little vertical shaft that we went through. So I was like, is there a thing in there that I should be getting? But I think that's in normal factory freight and not flooded. So even sometimes the alternate state can mess you up the other way.
It's true.
This went down way deeper than I thought it would. Yes, yeah. So these pump and puffs.
Plump and puffs. That's right.
These pump and puffs are interesting. Like, I don't understand when they get big and when they get small. I think they're small when you look away and big when you look at them, but they start off big too. So, like, I think if I were to turn... No. I could never figure out, like, maybe it's a timer. I'm not sure. There's some things that I need to time out to see how they work in this game. Sometimes what?
Sometimes they're plump, sometimes they puff.
Damn. Ain't that just the way? That's how I'm trying to be. Still trying to figure out the puff, though.
You'll get there.
You know, you see your enemies and you puff up to intimidate them.
That's right. Make yourself bigger than you are.
Yeah. And then all those tigers I deal with on a regular basis are fucked. I mean, they already are because of, you know, environment and conservation. So
right. The secret weapon against the tigers is climate change.
I'll be able to deal with them myself. Those little fuckers thought they had it easy. Wrong.
They'll think you're a little bit bigger than you are. Oh,
sorry, Laylee. Sorry. Okay. I have a plan. I'm gonna go back for that. I'm gonna go back for that Quillian. But now I have to swim down, and the camera isn't really cooperating with me, and the thing's probably gone, and I'm dead anyways.
Didn't go so hot. It was a solid plan, but it didn't work.
You see, what I probably should have done is rather than go back for the bell, have just gone after the Quillian and just hope I survived. You know, it's one of those risk-reward things in video games, I guess.
Just
hey, why you puffing? You don't gotta puff, buddy.
Just wants to.
Puff Buddy, the sequel to Puff Daddy. Oh no. Well, Laylee, come back to me. Well, Laylee's gone. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. See, in the end, the huge head did end up messing me up a little bit.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, the spring minions, they jump when you jump, they jump when you roll, but they don't dodge your attack, so it's all good. Just gotta be a little careful here. Let's actually do... That didn't work out the way I wanted it to at all. Oh, but damn, we even got her back. I'm the G word.
Good.
Look how big that head is.
It's huge.
Damien is named after Damien Sparks. Oh my god, I can't read my notes. Who's an environmental artist who made a mock-up Yooka-Laylee amiibo.
Ooh.
I mean, it was, you know, a little figure about amiibo sized. So people, when it got showed off on the Platonic Twitter, people were like, "Oh my god, Yooka-Laylee amiibo!" And I think even I was like, "Whoa." Well, they're prototyping it, so it must mean something. But as we see, it didn't really.
Doesn't always have to mean something. It turns out.